In this video I'm going to show you the installation process of the new Hayward Navigator V-Flex. And if you have the Pool Vac V-Flex, the installation process is exactly the same. In the box you're going to find 12 1-meter hoses. You may or may not need all the hoses. First thing you want to do is find this hose here. This is a lead hose. This one here connects to the head of the cleaner. In the box is the skimmer adapter, also the skimmer cone if you're going to do the skimmer installation. Also in the box is this gauge here to check the suction of the cleaner. If you're doing a side port installation, you're going to need to purchase the Hayward Vac lock sold separately. And I highly recommend an inline leaf canister. Before you install the cleaner, you want to make sure that the filter is clean, the pump basket is empty, and that the pool is off at this time. This is how it looks inside the skimmer. You have this cone in the hole, and you have the skimmer adapter inside the cone. You want to make sure the pool is off at this time. If you're doing the skimmer installation, go ahead and remove the skimmer basket. You have a 2-hole skimmer like this here. You want to stick the cone in the front hole. Make sure you push down firmly. You'll take this adapter and you're going to jam it into the cone. In order to adjust the suction of the cleaner, you have this blue knob here. By closing it, you're going to increase the suction to the Navigator. By opening it up, you're going to reduce the suction. So for a side port installation like at this pool here, again you want to purchase a vac lock. It's also a good idea to apply Teflon tape to the vac lock in case you have to take it out and replace it. Next you would simply locate the side port or vacuum port. Usually it's in the center of the pool. It's a threaded 1.5-inch fitting. Go ahead and thread in the vac lock. Okay, now you want to take the lead hose and connect it to the head of the cleaner. Okay, we're going to take subsequent hoses. You're going to push them together. And you're going to kind of twist them so they're snug. It should look like that. And then you're going to take the hose and place it by the point of connection, either the side port, like in this case, or the skimmer. You want to stretch the hose across the pool to the furthest point. So for the correct hose length at the furthest point, you should have 2 additional hoses sticking out. So for this particular pool, it's a very large pool, I actually use all 12 hoses. And now you want to take the cleaner and you want to submerge it in the pool. Push down, getting all the air out. And you want to push the hoses in until all the air is out. Good method is to go hand over hand, pushing down with some force. That'll force all the air out. When you get to the last hose, you should see air evacuate. So now the hoses are completely submerged. And if you're doing the skimmer installation, you want to take the last hose and slide it underneath the deck into the skimmer. You want to take the hose and you want to stick it in the skimmer adapter like that. Okay, if you have the side port adapter like this, you simply open it up, stick the hose into it, make sure the vac lock is clamped on. So to adjust the suction on the side port vacuum port, find the valve that controls the suction. It's coming off of the inlet for the pump. At this point, go ahead and turn the pool on. We're going to check the suction of the Navigator V-Flex. Okay, for this you want to carefully pull the cleaner to the side, keeping the head of the cleaner submerged underwater. Grab the hose like this, pull it off the cleaner, keeping it submerged. Okay, kind of grab the hose like this and loop it around. Go ahead and attach this here onto this hose. Turn it so it's submerged in the water. Go ahead and connect this end into it. Okay, now you want to look at the gauge. You can see that the suction is right at the minimum here in this box. I'm going to go ahead and turn this gauge down. That way it's not going to suck any air while I go adjust the side port. I'm going to go ahead and increase the suction here. Okay, while keeping everything submerged, carefully pull the hose off. Go ahead and submerge the cleaner again. And connect the lead hose back to it firmly. You're installing it with an inline canister. It looks something like this. You have the canister and you have the hose going into the side port, vacuum port. And there's one more adjustment on a Navigator V-Flex and Pool Vac V-Flex you need to be aware of. Inside this hole here, behind this pod, there's a little dial here with the Roman numeral 1, 2, and 3. And you see that little dial inside here. It comes factory set at Roman numeral 2. If you want it to climb higher in your walls, go ahead and put it to 3. If you notice it's going too high, go ahead and turn it down to 1. And that dial controls the flap setting here in the back. That's the installation process of the Navigator or Pool Vac V-Flex. Very simple.